what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. To throw on second down, Jacobs. And he'll find Moreau here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Off-play action, Jacobs. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jacobs. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Chargers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked in to what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Max Crosby able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Jacobs. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jacobs. And it's caught. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he... Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They started on the ground with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Call on a nickel set for 3rd down. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And the Raider first down.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jacobs. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Eckler going to get it again on second down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but not from the spot. Actually, no gain. So 3rd and long. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a To throw on third down. Jacobs. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
In motion comes the tight end left. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from 28 yards out. Wilson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll roll him out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Remember, they had the nice gain in the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jacobs. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Play action. It's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 8-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down.
Penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it, because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They snap it to Herbert. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown! His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. To about the 33-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, Jacobs once more. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The 71 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, so this is a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor. For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to...
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Herbert off of play action. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the...
Touchdown, Chargers! Gerald Everett, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jacobs. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. One more time with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Carlson is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. this one a victory for the Raiders. So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year.